Okay, I'm very sick of you cutting off. Stop it, camera. Alright. Alright, I did finish using this Revlon Color Skinny Liquid Liner, but I have to say I'm not a fan. If I had a liquid liner, this would be it, because it does have such a skinny brush. But it's all the difference in the world than using this and a liner pen. I have to say it is so much harder because you're actually painting versus drawing. And it's just an opportunity to really get a wiggly line. So I did it, but I'm not. Here's the other thing, because it's so wet when it's like painting in a brush versus a liner pen, you have to wait a few minutes before you can even do your eyelash curler, because it's going to be all over the eyelash curler and I may mess it up right now. So I'm using a CoverGirl eyelash curler, which I really do love this one because it doesn't have the ridge at the top that kind of bows the lashes out. And I don't really know why they do that. I guess, I don't know. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me, but almost every eyelash curler has that. So remember, I did my L shape, and now I go to about halfway out on the lash and do it again, and that curls them back more towards the socket, like that. See how I've got it turned more up? Turn your hand up, and that makes it more of a curl than just a bend upward. But you always start with the bend upward. So you just put the eyelash curler band, that top gold band, on your lid and just slightly mash down, and it will pop those lashes right up, and hold it a few seconds to do, oh, I like a lot more than a few, to get the L shape, and then let it out a little and go about halfway down on the lash and then clamp down again, but this time towards the socket. And what you're doing is you're taking the L shape and you're turning it into a C shape, and it's more like a curl. Did that mess up the liner? No, it didn't. Okay, so I'm going to start with this Maybelline Colossal Chaos, and then I'm going to put over that the Revlon. So just because neither of these on their own are great, why do you pay more for Chanel is no longer a question for me. It is better. I haven't found any any other department store, or so if I do like the Lancome Defenseals or whatever. This is kind of thick, but it doesn't feel like it's adding much in length, and I don't know why that is. Maybe because of the shape of the brush, or it may be the formula of the product. But I'm not crazy about this. I hate when that happens. I'll have to wipe that off with a makeup wipe remover. Tip out the lashes, get them good and covered, and then brush through outer to inner. Outer belly button to any belly button. Just kidding. And remember to point the inner lashes towards the nose and the outer lashes towards the ears, so you get the fanned effect. And the ones in the middle straight up. Oh, I didn't do my lower lash over here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right at the baseline. And then you can come back and tip out the ends. Yeah. I'm going too fast and I'm making errors. So we're getting there. We're getting a face. This one's a little easier to work with, and I see right on the end of that. I don't know if y'all can see it. What could I use? Y'all see those little fibers sticking straight up off there? I don't know. I don't know if you can see it. But, yeah. So these are fibers. That's what's making length here. Ooh, and when I tip it out, this other one has already dried out a good bit. The only thing about when something has fibers, yes, it does add length. You just better hope they add at the right spot, or you have them going in all kind of which ways, and it's awkward. And then does every one of them get it, or just some of them? So, and it can look weird when you have a long one like 3/4 of the way out, and the rest of them don't have any. So that's the only thing about the fiber lashes. And some people say we just have to put on enough. Well, then you could spend all day trying to perfect the process when you could have another product that does it perfectly, called Chanel Inimitable Waterproof Mascara. Okay. I'm not loving this. Also, I don't know if y'all can see how much drop I'm getting on my cheek. And so that's not good. I'm going to tip this out and see if that helps. It does. It definitely does. And I don't have any fibers grabbing, which is probably good, Because like I said, if you have a fiber grab just right there, you'll have one long eyelash. So it'll look weird. It looks okay. It was a lot of work, and I don't know that I love it. And I also now need to dust off all these little fallen faux lashes that came out of it. I'm also not crazy about this look of doing a concealer just in the bag. I feel like it may have gotten rid of the look of a bag. I don't know that it did, but it's so bright. I don't like this look. It looks like I've been in the sun and I had on big glasses. Of course, if you've just been to the beach, that might be a good look. And if that was the case, then I would put blush one additional area. Let's just say I'm going to do that. Put it on the very top, right there, so it looks, and come in a little further so it does look like it's a sunburn. A little bit of sunburn, and put some on the bridge of your nose and the top of your chin. And right in the middle, all the way up. And it'll look like, oh, Beth's been out in the sun. Bless her heart. She needs some SPF. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. I don't know what y'all think of this. We did not end up going to the Adorable palette, and I'm not crazy about not having a, you know what, I rule here. I can do it if I want to. And I do happen to have several brushes that I can get away with it. Again, look, no mirror. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Alright, so I'm going to use this dark color in the Adorable palette, because we already proved that if you want a day look, you can have one. Where's a mirror? Products without mirrors get an F. Alright, so I'm just going to go right here in this outer V and go out and come in just a little bit and make myself a little V and fill the V in. See, I like that better. That's just me. And I'm going to put a little bit under here. Yeah, that's so much more me. Yep. And then come up. I may do a little through the crease just to give myself a little definition. What you think? Alright, so that would be what I would do. Glad to be home. Enjoying time with you. Do you notice now that I really could use it cutting off? It's not cutting off. What's with you, camera? Alright, so I'm going to use this. Do you notice, by the way, what I'm using here? A sponge applicator. I love them. I feel like they give you so much more control than a brush does. And you can always use the back side to blend it. I just love them. By the way, I'm kind of loving this Adorable palette. This is a very smoothie. What am I trying to say? Shadow. Smooth. Very smooth. And come in the V just a little bit. Give ours some definition. And again, right up there on my little scar that always makes a little mess. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so we will do a tutorial with the Adorable next time. And we'll start out with a day look for some of you. I always have the night look, which would be what some would consider what I have right now. And also if I had a blending brush, which I know I do, so I'm just going to come over here. Is that a crease brush? Anyway, I am going to blend my little line out right there real quick. And I'm done. And remember, if you want to, you can use the little leftover of that. It's just a little bit of dark brown and cut in your cheek a little. Or you could go to the sides of your nose. Any leftover brown shadow, you can always use as contour. Guys, seriously? So this is not cutting off. But it's up. Oh, you know what else? I would have used this to kind of blend this out better. So see, I am high maintenance. I couldn't use a simple palette if I tried. I did try though. I did try. It just didn't work. Okay, well I need to go eat. So I hope you like the way it ends up looking. I hope I ended up blending it nicely. And now I'm going to leave you. Goodbye.